What's going on? Testing. Can y'all hear me? Let me know if y'all can hear me in the chat. Dealing with some audio issues. Let me know if y'all can Okay. We're good to go. All right. Sorry about that mess up with audio. I don't know what's going on. I usually check my audio with Facebook and everything like that. So what's going on, everybody? I did change the topic. I did want to talk about other things. Now, things that have happened today, I had no idea. I did have plans on changing the subject. I'll do that subject about the company when my wife is here. As you guys can hear, here comes my co-host, because as soon as she was down, she was not down here, but as soon as she heard something, I guess she knows that I'm being on live. So she's going to make a lot of noise. Y'all guys know that. Hope you guys are okay. Hope everything is going fine. There are some things we can talk about. It will be an open panel. I will drop a link for everybody. But before I go any further, I want to talk about my current wrestling shows and things that are happening. So tomorrow, Appleton, Wisconsin, we have Runaway Train. Now that's wrestling. I go against Kodiak. One-on-one action. It's a lot of title matches. It's triple threat tags. It's one-on-ones. It's a lot of things. You got TW3. You have a lot of talented guys that's going to be there. Jaden Mercer, Spectre, a lot of these guys, a lot of these rookies, these young bloods, they are showing that they care for the business. So shout out to them. But my focus tomorrow is the Bear. And if you guys aren't aware on why this will happen, it is because of this.
Boo! Boo!
So, as you guys can see, he interfered in my match. Not only that, he flattened me like a pancake. And if you had a cold, that'll definitely get that out of your system real quick, because that's a big guy. But other than that, I will be victorious tomorrow. I hope to see you guys there. If not, I hope you guys watch the video. I hope you guys show support. We also, in 8 days, Kingdom Come, C3 Ultimate Wrestling's first show of the year. I'm excited. I am ready. I'm ready for this show to happen. Got a lot of people coming in that I've never met and heard before message me about certain things and details. A lot of people are interested. A lot of people are saying they never did a show like this. So it's going to be great. I'm going to do a rundown of the matches real quick because I want us to start on time. We have, hold on, baby. See, there she go again. You have to wait, okay? We have the Cobra versus the Ewok, a one-on-one action. Cobra, the Cobra is a guy who I've fought before. Great matches all the time. Ewok is Ewok. That's all I'm going to say about that. Myself versus Cassidy Keith for the first time ever. He says some greasy stuff that he's going to have to back up July 30th. It's going to be a great match. We got a triple threat with Mike Strong, who's returning from being missing for so long. against Marcelo Spade and Perfection's debut. These guys have different experiences in the business, but I do know that they're going to have a great match. And all of these are going to be great matches, by the way. But we also have a triple threat for the C3 Women's Champion. We're going to crown our first women's champion. So we have KO Kendra versus Renee Van Peebles versus Vega Venom. All three women made big statements at Guys versus Gals, which was the last show. That's going to be awesome. We have the C3 Urban Culture Championship between Aaron Stone and Jackson P. Larkin. Two young bulls ready to lock horns for not only a title, but also a statement. You know, it's going to be awesome. We have the tag team. We have two-man Warzone versus Legit for the tag titles. Marcus faced the tag champions before with Mike Valentine, but now he's going to go with his manager who managed that team. So that's going to be dope. And we also have the main event, which is Miles Mercer versus Just Amazing for the C3 Wrestling Championship. This is a story I don't even need to explain, but a guy, Miles, hit his wife, KO Kendra, with a chair for victory. So a title is very important, but going after somebody who attacked your wife is also very important. Give me 1 second. No, get away from that. I'll make you go upstairs, okay? Don't do that. Oh, God, guys. She messing with the product. I'm going to have to hide it. Anyway, that's the main event. We are sponsored by Limelight Entertainment Comics. This is their logo. Check out their website. You can become a patron for a lot of their business ventures and stuff like that. There's a lot of things. I like the Everlasting Light. Hold on. Okay. I love a lot of their content. They have chemistry books, which we have. I'm actually going to show as well. Give me 1 second. Yeah, it's a craft book called Chronicles of Creation. As they are sponsor for the show and a sponsor for a lot of the shows in the past, they've donated. They also have a banner for the show, but they've also given books for children. So we'll have these for the show as well. I figure out how we're going to incorporate them into the show. My son loves his book. I'm going to show the video. I'm going to show the pictures of the book. The Conquering Queen Amazon story, that's out. I can't wait to get my copies and everything like that. I enjoyed the Captivating Light. I said Everlasting Light. Sorry about that, David. My bad, brother. Captivating Light. I love the perks that had with it. I'm curious for that one. And my son is looking forward to that one, and I'm looking forward to that one as well. Going back, it's a promo game. I'm sorry, guys. It's taking longer than expected. August 12th is WPW Cage, Wisconsin Pro Wrestling. I won't be there, but I just felt like I need to still promote them because they reached out to me, but something with a scheduling conflict. All matches are cage matches. This is in Green Bay. Shout out to everything they do. Hopefully I get to show up next year or soon. And then we also have August 27th. That's the Showdown, True Privilege Wrestling. You guys should check that out. That's in Maywood. I return back to Maywood. Shout out to Kevin Young Sr., who's also the host for the show, Yellow Pill Coffee Company. Make sure you subscribe to his channel. And we're going to go into it. All right. Before I go into it again, I keep saying that a lot of you guys are friends with me on Facebook. So you guys know that I have a product. I have a Alpha Play Pack. And what an Alpha Play Pack is, I'm going to show you everything that's in it. You know, kids sometimes watch wrestling and sometimes they want something and sometimes they want things to remember them by. So what they do get is they get to color. So I have the outline for Classic Alpha. This was made by Calvin Perkins Arts, CP Arts and Graphics. I believe I'm saying it right. So if you guys want anything nice, quick, very professional, shout out to him and everything they do. He made the actual character and stencil with color and stuff like that. And then there's also pictures autographed that'll be with it. So You're going to get two. You're going to get this, the color. You can color any color you want. You're also going to get the new logo. I call it the classic, the alpha logo. It's actually Knuckles with a beard. I got dreads and stuff like that. So you get these two to color in the pack. You also get a 4-pack of crayons to color. You get a sticker. You get a sticker. So, you put it on your laptop, put it on your spiral notebook. You do anything you want with it. It's a small sticker. You can keep it. You can put it on your shirt. You can do a whole bunch of things. You're going to get an autographed picture. It's either this one or it's going to be the graphic that I showed to color. Then you also have a noise maker. So you have a clapper or you have a bell. So, one of the things I always say is make some noise. So if you don't want to clap, you can just do this. So you can use the bell or anything like that. I'm giving this to my daughter because my daughter wants this. So you're going to have to give it back. She had her own. Yeah, make some noise. But okay. All right. So I'm already got some stuff that people want to talk to me about. Chronicles of Creations by David Green. Shout out to you, man. Limelight Kids. They're doing things to reach out to kids. And, that's one thing that I like that we try to do. We try to serve and everything like that. Okay, so I'm going to talk about the first thing, and then I'm going to put a link out so everybody can talk to me. We can talk to each other. We can discuss a lot of things. So shout out to y'all. All right. So I get off work and I see a lot of people sharing things concerning Vincent Kennedy McMahon. I see a lot of people sharing things that concerns Vincent Kennedy McMahon about him retiring. So a lot of people are shocked. A lot of people are upset. A lot of people are rejoicing. So I decided that I wanted to read it, in case you guys didn't read it, but I know you guys, many of you have, about it. So Vince McMahon announces retirement from WWE amid misconduct investigation. The resignation comes 1 month after the pro wrestling magnate agreed to take a break from his role as CEO of WWE as the company investigating misconduct claims. Pro Wrestling Vince McMahon announced his retirement from the WWE on Friday, a month after stepping back from his leadership role as the company investigated misconduct claims against him. In the tweet posted, yada, 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 he says, at 77, time for me to retire. Thank you, WWE Universe. Then, now, forever together, WWE thank you. The statement released through WWE, Mama, stop. You're being loud. McMahon thanked co-workers, fans, and family. The WWE board said that it is investigating both the elder McMahon and Jordan Laurinaitis, head of talent relations, for alleged misconduct, but did not go into detail. He surrendered his CEO role as the WWE board of directors and appointed his daughter, Stephanie McMahon. So, everybody knows about the scandals and stuff like that, so I don't want to go over that. So let's talk about this for a minute. All right, so many of us knew that he would have to step down. That does not mean that he doesn't have power in the company and stuff like that. A lot of people see this as a chance for Stephanie and Triple H to do good things, because Triple H did wonders with the Gold and Black brand version of NXT and stuff like that. So people are like, okay, well, he has the mind for the business. A lot of people are saying Vince McMahon is old and, he keeps doing certain things. And there's the thing of, I'm hearing that it's rumors that Brock has left SmackDown because he likes Vince and he says if Vince is gone, I'm gone, or whatever like that. If he wants to do that, then that's on his own thing. We already talked about things being professional and unprofessional and stuff like that. So we knew it was probably going to be like a matter of time before Vince steps down as CEO. Some people thought he was going to die and do it. My thing is, just because he says he steps down, it doesn't mean that he doesn't have any power or whatever like that. WWE is a big company. You have a lot of people that invest in it, a lot of people that buy the stuff, a lot of kids and stuff like that buys things and do things and still support them. You got people that support it, even though he has this scandal or whatever like that, with the money and all of that stuff, the investigation. So you have a lot of people that are going to support Vince. A lot of people are saying, thank you, Vince. A lot of people are saying they're going to miss him. We'll see what goes with ratings and stuff like that. You finally got Triple H and Stephanie, hopefully they do good things. Maybe they'll have more pull or whatever like that. But on the business decision, this isn't new, especially for highly successful businesses. that have somebody that has done scandal, whether it's sex, drugs, assault, anything crazy out of line, even though they're the head or whatever like that, you still have a board, and the board will be like, well, we vote you to step down, or they have the choice to step down. So that's going to be curious to see. It is a shocking thing to hear now, but we know why. It's not like, he just put his hands on his hips and like slapped his desk and said, you know what? I think it's time for me to retire. We just know because they're just trying to wait for this situation to die down. BB, because Vince and controversy is two things that always go hand in hand, regardless if it's scandals, covering up murders, sexual misconduct, the Ashley Mazzaro situation, which is still sad to this day. If you guys haven't heard about that, I don't want to touch that. BB. So very interesting to hear the snowball effect of this scandal situation. Times is different as well. It's not like, you still have rumors and she say stuff, right? But you also have things to where people have phones, people have receipts, they have text messages, they have a whole bunch of things. They can catch people. You can screenshot a tweet. I could say something hateful, not saying that I would. You can screenshot something hateful. You can tweet something hateful. Somebody can screenshot it, and then you can delete it, and then people can still pull it up. Situations with the guy that got released from NXT and stuff like that. So there's receipts. There's things different now. You got so many people that spend money on stocks and stuff like that, and it's bad to have a guy with this kind of stuff going on. Now, I don't even like how the world is putting sex and talking about sex and consent and all of that stuff in kid stuff anyway, but it is funny that these same people are turning around saying how much they support. But it is what it is. Copycat. Oh, I'm a copycat. Shout out to C-Red. Look, man, first of all, can't nobody sell merch like C-Red sells merch, okay? My thing was I wanted to sell something for the 2 shows that I have, or 3 shows that I have coming up. I know that you have a coloring book, so I'm not even going to be like smack my lips or whatever like that. You got like a binder of pics, you have items, you have stuff that you made and stuff like that. So if anything, you inspired me. So if you want to call me a copycat, that's fine. It's all love over here, brother. No, I love you. But going back into it, yeah, it's a different time and stuff like that. Coming up, I've always heard rumors of certain things. I've heard things that I know are true for a fact, and then I also know things that are not true. I have a comment. So, guys, give me 1 second. I have a very important call. All right, sorry about that, guys. I had to take care of that. But yeah, shout out to you, C-Ray, and everything that you do, brother. Shout out for inspiration for even selling these kind of things and stuff. I have shirts. If people want to buy a shirt, uh, it's not looking good on having shirts at the show. I've been too busy trying to buy everything else for the show. I know it's somewhat of an excuse, but this is what we have online. If you buy something and you use the promo code Alpha, it's free shipping. So I think it's a decent price for this and everything like that. So you get your free shipping and you put in Alpha in all caps. You get free shipping on stuff. So somebody bought one. I believe it's Jamie. So if it's you, shout out to you and everything you do. But good stuff. Check it out. C3 Ultimate Wrestling at creator/spring.com. So I'll put that link out. But yeah, going back into it. What's going on, Robert Brown? I'm sorry I didn't say anything to you yet. But going back into it, scandals are something that has always been like a thing. And even if you are successful or famous or rich or whatever like that, eventually people invest. And like I said, spend money, and sometimes you are like the face of the company. So now you kind of disgrace yourself, and he's been disgraced himself. Like, let's be honest, you have a lot of people that do you shoot interviews, all kind of interviews online that says that this guy's a piece of crap. Now, I don't know, but from the outside looking in, definitely looks like this man does a lot of crazy stuff. That's why you just got to be careful with who you support with certain things and stuff like that. Wrestling and sometimes businesses in itself is kind of a different thing, because people will be like, if this guy is doing all of this stuff, why y'all supporting his company? Well, sometimes people are supporting the wrestlers in the company because you've seen where they came from and what they're doing and stuff like that. You get what I'm saying? You're trying to support the wrestler over the company. You have a lot of people that hate WWE's product, but at the same time, they also watch it to support their friends, to see them on pay-per-views, to see them on TV, to see them on Peacock and stuff like that. So some people see it like that, to each his own with that situation. Going off of Vince stepping down, I'm also hearing that Laurinaitis is out the door. I'm also hearing, like I said, Brock left. If Brock left, if this stuff is legit, like I said, all rumors, I can see why he's leaving, because he has so much pull as a wrestler, and he is a big draw. I will never take that away from him. The rinse and repeat that they do for him and Roman, that does get him a lot of money. I'm sick of seeing it. If Brock leaves, I personally, as a business man or person, I wouldn't book him back for a while. That's just me, because you have a big show that you book for. Now, the fan in me, I'm like, okay, cool. I don't want to see Roman and Brock for the 15th and 11th time. I know I made that number up. I don't want to see that. So do it right. You should just have Roman Reigns versus Bobby Lashley. They traded victories on each other. I know they were involved in triple threat matches involving Big E and stuff like that. But now you have an opportunity to possibly make it interesting. Not saying that Brock isn't interesting, because people got to realize that even MMA fans who didn't watch wrestling, they started watching it sometimes because of Brock and stuff. But I do think that Big E, get well soon. But anyway, Bobby Lashley is one of those dudes that's like, he's beating the guy. I saw the stat that he said that Bobby is the only guy who beaten Roman, Brock, and Goldberg. You get what I'm saying? So you go against the guy, you can build this up so good and exciting and stuff like that. That's if the rumor is even true that Brock left or not. I don't think they needed to go against each other again. I'm saying that again. I don't even think they needed to do a last man standing match. They didn't need to do none of that. They had Bobby just right there. Yeah, Bobby give him a championship. Of course, it brings credibility to that championship. Depends on what they're going to do with it. But that's how I feel about that. I'm going to drop the link to have people come on the show. I probably won't be here long. I just got food. I want to feed my kids and stuff. They're not starving, but you get what I'm saying. What other topics do we want to talk about? Or do you still want to talk about the same situation? You still want to talk about it? You're more than free to come on here to talk about it. crack jokes. We could talk about certain things, whatever you guys want to do. Like I said, I appreciate you guys for listening to me, chiming in, liking the page, doing everything like that. Like I said, I'm excited. Wrestling tomorrow, and then I'm wrestling a week later. I haven't done that in a while. I'm not even gonna lie to you guys. I usually do wrestle like either once or twice a month, but it's never really back to back like that. So shout out to all you guys and everything that you guys are doing. I'm truly grateful. So I'm trying to set something up because I'm trying to set the link for Facebook. For some reason, I'm streamed on Facebook, but it does not send it to my Facebook, if that makes sense. It's all connected to my Facebook, but when I drop links through StreamYard, it doesn't work on Facebook. So I don't know why it does that, but I'm going to try to figure out what that issue is as I'm going to share the link on Facebook. But yeah, like I said, the previous video, the video I was going to talk about today, I'm going to wait a better time for my wife to be here. My wife has to work today and everything like that, so I'm going to talk about that. What do you guys think of the situation with Vince? Do you guys think this is justified? Do you guys think that this is fake? You know, he tried to kill himself before with the exploding limo and stepping down and stuff. Like, what do y'all think about it? Does this change wrestling as a whole? Does this make wrestlers be more serious about this and, you know, keep it in their pants? or don't do any harassment or do anything like that? Like, what do you think this does? Does this change wrestling? Does it change WWE? Or Triple H being back as EVP and Stephanie, will it fix the company? Will it hurt the company? What do you guys think? You guys are free to join the stream. You guys are free to leave a comment. If you don't want to come on the stream or whatever like that, that's fine. Okay, boom. Just shared it to Facebook. So if you guys are on Facebook, shout out to Atlas. I'll see you say that you're watching. What do you guys else want to talk about? If you want to talk about the Vince thing, we can talk about that. You know, we can talk about anything else wrestling wise. We can talk about John Laurinaitis leaving or quitting, being kicked out. Brock potentially leaving. Like I said, I don't know if that's 100% true. I'm just, you know, I don't try to spin something and then just take it. I just say I just don't know, because if I don't know, I don't know. If they didn't say it, they didn't. I can't really just go off of that. You know, y'all already know how I feel about certain people with rumors and stuff. A lot of people just screenshotting tweets from somebody who's friends with somebody, and when people call them out on them being like not 100% right, then they say, "Oh, well, I can't confirm it. It's just what I heard," and then they name drop the person that told them and throw them under the bus. But I got somebody. This guy is very familiar to the channel. Hello, what's going on?
What up?
What's up, man?
Nothing, man.
How you doing?
I was waiting for that link, man.
Yeah, I told you. I told you. Oh, okay.
Copycat.
All right. Sometimes
they say flattery is the best form of imitation. So
imitation is the best
form of flattery. You know what I'm saying? Whatever.
I was gonna say it, but you beat me to it.
Whatever. But yeah. But hey, again, you taking that advice, you know, and again, all our stuff can't be always geared toward adults, you know, because the kids feel left out. So you got to do something for the kids, man.
Always.
So again, first of all, let's talk about the elephant in the room, as somebody stated earlier. Really, it's not an elephant. You know, you asked. I am surprised only because I thought Vince would hold on to this thing until he died. Mm-hmm. Like, so I'm shocked on that sense. Outside of that, I'm not shocked because I think the allegations are just too much. And I think the difference now is they are a publicly, traded company. And people seem to forget that. We always talk about our brands and starting our brands and protecting our brands. Well, they are a publicly traded company now. So it's just not Vince calling all the shots. So he had to. He just had to. I mean, I think the pressure was too much.
Yeah, it's a board. Yeah, like you said, it's not just him, it's a board. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, so I mean, it's funny because you said, will wrestlers keep it in their pants? Man, again, I've been here. I've been around. I don't ever think that's gonna change. And that's sad. That it's sad. I mean, some people just feel when it comes to, I can't even say the opposite sex now.
Yeah,
I can't. They see somebody they want, and a lot of times I think it's a two-way game. Just like in life, the person, okay, I want that person just to fill my needs. And the other person might say, and not all the time, but, oh, well, if I do this, this will advance my career.
Correct.
So, but then when things go south, that's when all hell breaks loose. And like you said, again, I'm older. Man, please, you can never tell me about having a receipt on your phone.
Right.
I go to Walgreens. I never get a receipt anymore. I get an email with my receipt.
Yeah, me too.
So when you think most of our lives is a digital footprint, fingerprint.
Yeah.
So I'm still curious. I want to know if these were non-disclosure agreements. How did they come to light? Did somebody else snitch or that's where I'm at. Like, how did they come out? If you can't talk about it, then how did it become public or to the point where now people know about it? So even though we still don't know the names, I'm sure that the FBI or whoever is investigating knows all of that. But outside of that, so you talked about that, but then you talked about rumor Brock left SmackDown.
Yeah, the rumor, yeah.
So one, it's a rumor.
Yeah, always.
I mean, the dude could have went to Jimmy John's. Come on, y'all. I mean,
True.
I'm saying, I mean,
no, that's what I say that. I'll be like, look, I can't confirm it, so I'm not gonna be like he did this and that. I don't know these people, but it's always like the first thing,
I mean, so in 53 minutes, I guess we'll find out.
Yeah.
But if it's true, you said you wouldn't bring him back. To me, at this point, I would find out if he's going to appear at SummerSlam. That would be my biggest thing as a company. Okay. You upset, you fed up, whatever the case is, but you signed to appear at this pay-per-view. So are you going to do it? Yeah. Now, if he says I'm not coming, I would never bring him back. Just period. Like, dude, I'm pulling all his merch. I'm pulling everything. That's just me. Now, the rumor is behind that Goldberg is going to take his spot. I saw that right as I was trying to find Joe.
Yeah.
And I'm like, Goldberg. Oh, how many times we done seen this? So, I think Stephanie and Triple H, especially if they let Triple H do what he did with NXT, they will be way better shape than they were before.
Yeah.
You know. Yeah. And then now it's the PG-14 era again. So we'll see. I mean, we'll see.
Yeah.
But you say you want to talk about something else. So let's talk about characters.
Okay.
Let's talk about character development. Who? Let me ask you. This ain't even my show, but who is Classic Alpha?
Point blank period. He is a superhero.
He's a superhero.
Yes.
Okay. Now.
Yes.
I knew you when you were just Chris Classic. You wasn't no superhero.
Nope.
So how did you come up transforming your character and your personality from just Chris Classic to the Alpha Chris Classic?
I wanted something different. I mean, and for a lot of people who don't know, Chris Classic was my first name that I came up with as a rookie coming up. So, and the classic part came from, I was a fan of the old school wrestling from the 80s, the 90s, Attitude Era and stuff like that. Like I would even like the older stuff like the Bruno versus Ernie Ladd. I would like that kind of stuff. And I would like WCW's production on matches and stuff like that. I was always motivated by that. I was a big WCW fan coming up. And I was a big Macho Man fan coming up too. Like he was better to me than Hogan was. Like I know how big Hogan is, but to me, Macho Man was that guy to me. He was the full package and everything. So Classic came first because it was a kind of homage to the old school. The funny thing was the way I dressed first, it was nothing to do with classic wrestlers. It was black jeans, Asics wrestling shoes, Party City chain, and a fake grill because I'm from the South and that's how some guys would dress. So when I was teaming with my brother-in-law, Ringo Red, shout out to him, that was the first look of Chris Classic. But I knew eventually, even when we stopped being a team, because I still wanted to wrestle, he wanted to do other things. And I was like, all right, well, I went to eBay and Adrian Street, he used to sell gear. Yeah.
Man, I miss Adrian Street. First of all, he sold it, but his wife made it.
Okay.
Dude. Yeah. Linda was the bomb diggity, dude. Yeah. And I miss Linda selling gear.
Fair price too. Wonderful price.
Yeah, dude, the price. No, so here's a little tidbit. Nobody knows. My first outfit. Well, first two outfits, and I was the Shawn Michaels look. So it was the Shawn. They were purple tights with pink zebra hearts on them, and I asked Linda to make a pair of fingerless gloves like Shawn would wear.
Yeah,
and she threw them in for like $5. Like, dude. Then the next rip, I decided she put on a black pair of tights with the red zebra hearts. And I asked her, I said, I'm going to buy the tights, but I need a singlet and I need matching gloves with the hearts on all of it. and she did it, dude. And I think I spent maybe 150 for all of that.
Yeah.
If that again, it's been shit again almost 20 years. So, but it was like, dude, anything that I was thinking about, I was just thinking I would go on their eBay page and just, man, I can have a character look like that or look like that. And I'm like, so man, the streets was the bomb, man.
Yeah.
But go ahead.
No, you good. You're good. But my tights were like $50. So it'd be like $55 with shipping and stuff.
Yeah.
And, I went to my first, actually I had Uso shorts first. You know those hardcore plastic pleather. I had those first with my tag partner, and then I went to it was like their name was like Rupert Bear or something on eBay or whatever, and I saw these white tights with fringes.
Okay, I bought from them too.
Yeah, it was like had like all kind of colors and stuff in it, and I was like, I want those. And my trainer was also like, invest in yourself, get gear. So I got gear. I mean boots. So I got boots too to complement the look. So that's how Chris Classic, like the old school thing, happened. Now I personally think I went overboard with it because I was buying zebra print fringe and stuff like Macho Man, and I bought 2 pair, and my wife bought me a pair for Christmas.
I got a pair. I got fringe. I got some fringe upstairs somewhere.
Yeah. So, and I bought so much. I had the gloves. I bought like these like ski goggles to like emulate Macho Man. I was doing an elbow drop at one point. I was doing a whole bunch of stuff. But
I got a picture or seen the picture recently of the goggles. I was like, ooh.
Yeah. So I used to study the old school thing. I got like DVDs. I got like a whole bunch of DVDs still of like wrestlers that I would look at, study, and hear their story and stuff. So that's what Classic was. Now, I went to a regular singlet for like a wrestler look. Never did mat wrestling in my life. Never did it. But I liked the idea. I had the gloves for it and everything. I had the Letterman. When we faced each other at Rocket Pro, that I wore that. And then
I remember.
Yeah. And then eventually the Classic Alpha thing happened. That happened after I got the gear. That wasn't like the original plan. I just wanted something different, right? So I went to Arturo and I went to Buddy, and I told him what I wanted and stuff like that. And after being lied to so many times, he finally showed me pictures.
And trust me, I remember the show we did, and you pulled out the gear, and you was like, "You see this book?"
Yeah. So the gold, white, and black gear was like the first one from the collection of the Classic Alpha. And then when I got it and I looked at it, I was like, man, like this sort of looks like superhero-ish or whatever like that. So I was like, well, what am I going to do? Maybe I can change to do something, be an extension of Chris Classic. Because even now on YouTube and stuff, I still call myself Chris Classic. But what can I do different? So I was like, okay, well, if I was a superhero, what will my name be? I was like, I'll keep Classic in there. And Alpha just came out of nowhere. So I was like, all right, well, Classic Alpha. And then that's how it is. And at the True Privilege show, when I went against the Cobra, shout out to him, that's when I debuted the character and stuff. And then I was also...
The reason why I asked that, it bothers me to no end that there are some wrestlers, workers, whatever, sports entertainers, whatever you want to call it, that don't believe in developing your character.
Mm-hmm.
They figure I got the moves. That's all I need to do.
Yeah.
But if you don't have a character, like I watched somebody cut a promo the other day, and oh my God, like I was so. The only reason why I watched the promo is to see if I got anything out of the promo.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't. And it was like, wow. That's your promo.
Yeah.
You know, you gave the address. You gave some of the story, but if I was a fan, I was totally uninterested.
Yeah. It's all about investing. And I think that people don't think that promos are a form of investing. My thing is you want people to come see you, or you should want people to come see you. So, you know, some people aren't strong at it, and sometimes trainers don't have promo classes and stuff like that. They just teach them a lot of moves.
And I'm fine with that. Yeah. But again, I tell everybody, like I just asked you, who is Classic Alpha? And you went back to the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
And you evolved all the way. You see what I'm saying? To a character where you felt that was more of in line with who you actually are.
Yeah, true.
Believe it or not, and I tell people this, and some laugh, some like, not shocked. But my original character was a pimp.
Mm-hmm.
Because a red suit with a whole lot of jewelry.
Yeah.
A pimp.
Yeah.
Like you either a pimp or a preacher.
Yeah.
And I wasn't trying to do the preacher gimmick, you know, like I'm not disrespecting God that way.
Yeah, I understand.
So unfortunately it was stigma of be a pimp. And I still got my original pimp glass.
Oh yeah.
It burnt up in the fire, but I cleaned it up, boy. I swear I did. Yeah. I couldn't lose that. But as 20 years has passed, my character has elevated and changed. Like I look back at that guy and I laugh like, ooh, wow, really? I went there. Now that was managing wrestling wise. I had no idea who I was.
Yeah.
But it just took time to figure out who I was. But eventually, my character, a lot of people have said, you know, I'm not talking to C Red, I'm talking to Sean. You know, it's like, wow. No, you're not talking to C Red, you are, you know, talking to Sean. I just don't understand why people, you know, don't invest time into building their character. You know, because your character is who is going to draw people. It ain't because you're going to do the same move. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If I see you here and then I know you're on the show next week, I can bet if I see somebody tomorrow, I guarantee you I'm gonna see the same moves next weekend. But that's not gonna make me be invested.
True. Yeah.
As a fan, like wrestling fans get bored quickly.
True. True.
So unless you got a great character, you know, do you want to be that popcorn match? That's the thing. I remember WrestleMania 13, and I was there. And if you would have told me that The Rock would have been the popcorn match, I'd have slapped the hell out of you. Like, to know where this dude is today, if you told me then that The Rock is going to be the popcorn match, and he wasn't, dude, to watch people get up, go to the bathroom, and The Rock is out there, like,
yeah.
And I did the same thing because I wasn't interested in watching the Sultan Rikishi under a hood.
I'm a bald head.
Yeah. With a ponytail, with a fake ponytail. You know,
yeah.
the Sultan versus Rocky Maivia. Like, this is a WrestleMania. Like,
yeah.
But he had to come into the Rock.
Mm-hmm.
And look what happened. When he was Rocky Maivia and the crowd told him, you suck.
You suck, yeah. Die, Rocky, die.
Right. And then he had to figure it out quickly and change his character. He had to have a personality. And Lord, did he have a personality?
Yeah, he did.
But some of these guys, they just don't. Flash Harris, we work together, most people know. And he cracked a joke today, shooting a promo.
Mm-hmm.
And he talked, and the joke was centered around a young man who cut a promo in the area, and everybody started ripping him, me included. Because my thing was, how you gonna cut a promo and you got a dirty shirt on?
Oh, yeah. I know who you talking about.
And it was like,
I know exactly who you talking about.
Like,
I agree too.
You don't have enough pride.
Yeah.
For where you're getting ready to work, that you got to put on a dirty shirt.
Yeah, all right. That's like what you notice. That's like the thing you notice and you forgot what he even said.
So I'm looking at your shirt. I ain't even paying attention to what you're saying.
Yeah.
I'm looking at the shirt.
Yeah.
So you lost me, bro. Then he cut like 3 more the same day.
With the same shirt?
What the no one he changed the shirt, but it was still like, bruh, you in the same little alley. You know, like there's no originality. Like you didn't put them out days apart. You put them like hours apart. Like where's like So that is what is missing totally from training. And again, if anybody ever needs help with character development, please hit me up. Because that is what I think suffers so much in this business, that nobody, you know, it's the little things, you know.
Yeah.
It's you know, we talked about merchandise. And again, that's my thing, because I feel like, hey, I want guys to be able. Guess what? If other people are walking out the door with other people's money, you should too.
Exactly.
You know, or at least have the opportunity. How many times have you, again, Chris, how many times have you been at a show and seen other guys selling merch and you ain't got none? What's the first thing you say?
Dang, I should have brought merch. I had a fan tell me that one time I didn't have merch, and he liked my match. He said, "Oh man, if you had merch, I'd have bought it." I'm like,
first of all, I've heard that so many times. And then you go back and work for the same company, and then you have merch and they don't buy nothing.
Yeah, it happens. It happens.
So I mean, it happens. But my thing is, Just like I tell guys to invest in themselves and get merch. And again, it ain't always got to be t-shirts. Again, whatever you can afford to do is what you can afford to do. But also invest in your character. You got that hanging up down there, huh?
Yes, I do. Right by the titles. Yep, right by the titles.
Oh, I'm doing the wrong way. There you go. It's back there. Somewhere. There you go. All right.
I saw it and I bought it because I wanted it.
Hey, man, that's one of my favorite pieces, man. One of my favorite pieces.
I like this. So I was like, yeah, I'm just definitely going in the man cave. So yeah. But you're right. You're right. Let me say what's up to the chat on Facebook. Kev says, what's up? The Many Faces a classic. Can't wait to see a lucha run as Alpha El Clasico. He funny. And then Jamie said some things too. He said he wanted to see the gear, and then he also talked about Goldberg and stuff like that. I had went back into the chat and I couldn't see what he said earlier, but shout out to them. I just wanted to read what they said. But yeah,
you never know, Jamie. You might get classic Alpha and the Urban Sensations back one day in all they fringe.
That almost happened though. We almost tagged one time.
I know, because our gear was so much. Was like,
yeah.
And the crazy part is, I didn't throw it away, but it's in the suitcase that I no longer use for wrestling, and it's just sitting in the corner. Like, that's where my gear goes to die.
Yeah.
Like,
I got a little bag, so I got a bag, so yeah.
So I'm like, that's where that goes, yeah. But
he said classic red.
Hey, Mike. Hey, since everybody won't tag team with me now, But shout out to everybody that's watching. We appreciate y'all.
Thank y'all. Shout out. Even the ones who's gonna watch later, shout out to y'all. Car rides, night shift, whatever. Shout out to y'all.
Just out enjoying the nice weather,
Yeah.
Or the hot weather. But yeah, man, that's what bothers me is people don't believe anymore of finding your character, and again, not just staying on one level. Your character has to evolve. Again, just like I talked about The Rock. Think about it. You brought up Hogan and Macho Man. Well, hell, Hogan had hit the plateau. I mean, Hogan had did it all, right?
Yeah.
But after a while, it became boring, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Nobody would ever thought that Hulk Hogan would one day be a heel.
Right.
Even though he started his career as a heel,
mm-hmm.
but nobody, when he became famous or WWF famous, he was a baby.
Yeah.
He was a baby face. So everybody just loved Hogan. Especially, think about it. The mamas loved him because what did he say? Say your prayers, eat your vitamins, drink your milk. You look like Hulk Hogan, brother. Dude, this dude had everything. Vitamins and cereal and a Saturday morning cartoon. Like, nobody ever thought, okay.
Yeah.
So when he came down and turned and dropped the leg drop on Macho Man and became heel, what?
Yeah.
He elevated his character.
Mm-hmm.
Same guy. Just elevated it.
Yeah.
So you can't just stay mad we didn't get to see Thunder Lips have a run. Hey, Kev. Hey, Thunder Lips was the bomb. And I am trying to find that piece. I have to have, not Thunder Lips, but I have to have the Zip figure with Zeus. I have to have that.
Yeah.
I have to. Because I have the actual movie poster So I need to get the action figures so they can sit beside the movie poster. But dude, people just need to, step up.
No, I agree. I'm like, your promo could get you over more than your moves can, especially when everybody's doing the same dang move over and over.
Dude, I guarantee you, tomorrow I'm doing the show. Crash Test of Wrestling, Hobart, Indiana. 7:00 start time, ladies and gentlemen. But I guarantee you, I'm going to call Super Kick at least 5 times. I'm going to call some kind of dive at least twice. Like every match is almost the same.
Yeah.
And nobody dares to be different.
Yeah.
And that's my problem. That where does that get you? I get, and here's the thing: the guys that are in Ring of Honor, AEW, Impact, even some of them that are on WWE, they do those moves, right?
Mm-hmm.
But guess what? They made it.
Yeah.
So they're already there. You're trying to get there. So what are you going to do that's going to stand you out to make somebody say, wow, we got to get this guy?
Yeah. Yeah.
Because I don't see a lot of that. And part of that is your character.
Yeah.
And people, I know a guy that went, and this was years ago, they tried out for WWE. They were told they had to look right, and the cutters.
We get the springboard one.
Yeah, that's the new one now. And they told him to cut a promo based on his character. Dude, he couldn't do it. They sent him home right then and there. Like, you can't cut a promo.
Mm-hmm.
And the way the WWE works, they, this ain't like, okay, no. This is, I need a 30-second promo. You're appearing at SummerSlam. Go.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. You don't have an opponent or anything else. It's, and if you can't cut it off the top of your head, like, guess what? Bye-bye.
Yeah.
But people don't, people don't want to invest. And maybe that's a topic that one day we need to sit down when you got some time and really talk about. Because I really want to know, and you're younger than me, and I'm going to admit that. So maybe you can give me a better standpoint on why don't young people believe in investing in themselves?
Whew, Lord. Well, me personally, I do want to do another live about it, but I will say this. I think a lot of the younger people, they live in the moment. And when you live in the moment, you don't want to invest. You don't want to invest in your future. You don't want to invest at all. You're living in the moment. Okay, everybody's doing cutters because such and such do a cutter. This person is doing this and they're getting booked a lot of places. So I'm going to do the same thing they do. Not even making my own. I'm going to do it the same way they did it. And I'm going to try to get booked that same way. And I think that's what happens. I think a lot of people see the rinse and repeat. They see other people doing it. And instead of trying to do something different to stand out, because trust me, sometimes it's an uphill battle. Sometimes people just like, I'm going to do the same thing. That's why you see so many cutters, so many super kicks, so many German suplexes, so many no sellings, so many Canadian destroyers, so much stuff. Gear looking the same. Everybody got black. Everybody got this. Everybody got a mix of something. It's the same thing. I dress up like a superhero. A lot of people dress like Marvel characters. A lot of, no shade to them. If you can make it your own and stuff like that, by all means. But you get what I'm saying? But for the younger generation, it's all about the moment. What's hot now? I don't care about what's going on right now. I want to do what's hot now because it's like a trend. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like a trend. And I think that's what a lot of people, especially the younger generation.
Well, don't get it twisted, because like we know one guy, and like when he came out with that Iron Man gear, that was hot.
Oh yeah.
And to this day, it's still hot.
Oh yeah.
So I don't mean that, but I mean the guy that won't work on promos, the guy that is still just buying gear off of eBay. Again, that's no problem when you first starting out.
Yeah.
But at some point, like I said, because you can, as a promoter and a worker, you can go into a locker room and you can see when somebody pull their gear out.
Yeah.
And you can point out, and I've said that before, and I busted people like, that's from eBay. Like, or now eBay and Amazon. So I just don't get it. Again, you said, they living in the moment, but your dream. Now here's where they messing me up, Chris.
Yeah.
They living in the moment. They won't invest in anything. They living in the moment.
Yeah.
But their dream is to make it in a year, 2 years, 3 years. I want to be on Impact. I want to be on Dynamite. I want to be on SmackDown. That's not in the moment.
You're right.
If your dream is to 2 to 3 years be there, why are you acting like now? Shouldn't you dress like you already in the WWE?
Yep.
Shouldn't your promos be one I can see on Wednesday night and be entertained? But if you're not doing that and you living for now, guess where you're going to be stuck at?
The moment. Atlas says, now they don't care if you can talk. And he said they feed you everything. Then he also said, I can count on one hand the guys in the area that can actually talk. And then when you were talking about eBay gear, he said, so you mean 2 out of the 3 of the younger guys? And Matthew says, promos are more important than the match itself. Promos do the selling for that big match.
Dude, do you know a promo can set up a whole entire program? A toe stomp. Oh my goodness.
I'm gonna do a drop toe hold.
You know what? But it's funny, Kevin says that. Oh wow, yeah, Jamie.
Yeah, I seen it.
Yeah, we've all seen that where I saw this in New Japan. We gonna try it, and they go out and it just
the machine gun chops.
Dude, first of all, the only person I know that can do that's local, that can do them at a rapid pace, still make sound, and are impactful is Backwoods Brown. But that's because he's been doing it forever.
Yeah.
Outside of him, like But it was funny. Kev said the whole thing with the toe. Somebody wrestled on AEW a couple of weeks ago with no shoes on. I'm assuming they were a jobber or somebody that was coming in for a tryout, whatever.
Yeah.
And finally, whoever they were wrestling, somebody stepped on their foot. And like, I popped out of the bed. Like, you thought I was watching WrestleMania. Because I was like, finally, somebody get it.
Yeah.
If you step in the ring with me and you ain't got no shoes on, I'm stepping on your foot. More than one time. You gonna have to sell this. You gonna sell this for real.
Yeah.
But yeah, when you know, after all the smoke settles next week at Kingdom Come, you know, and you know, happy birthday, little bit.
Say thank you.
Did you enjoy your birthday?
Say yes.
Did you get a lot of stuff?
Man.
Yes. This is what you say yes.
Say yes. Oh, now she's shy.
Don't be shy now. Because last week you was the whole podcast, girl. You know, next week, you know, at Kingdom Come, you know, in Crown Point, Indiana, C3 Ultimate Wrestling.
Yes.
You know, as we walk out with all the gold next week.
Let me get the comment off.
Okay. Happy birthday. We can, you know, go into this, you know, we'll go into the discussion, you know, after, you know, we collect all the belts, you know, make them our own, you know.
Atlas says, well, he was talking about earlier. He says, because most dudes don't have a 2-year plan, let alone a plan for the night. And then he also said, because I taught him, I think he was talking about backwoods in the machine gun shops.
But at least Atlas taught him, and he was able to utilize that. And Atlas knows this. Atlas, you listening, watching, whatever, you know this is a fact. The backwoods that started isn't the backwoods that's up there dominating the Midwest and Wisconsin.
Oh yeah, I see him all.
He stepped up. You know what I'm saying? He elevated his character. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But cats don't do that. That's why I say I don't understand. I'm living for the moment, but my goal is there. Well, you know you're not about to make it overnight. Mm-hmm. You know you about not to have one match, put it on YouTube, and now Triple H come knocking at your door, talking about, hey, I want to sign you because I'm the game. No, that's not happening, bro.
Yeah.
You know, so which is it? Either you're going to live for the moment or you're going to strive to meet your goal to the best of your ability. Now, let's be honest. We all want a guaranteed contract. We all want to be able to go to our boss on Monday and say, hey, I've worked my last shift. You know, we all want to be able to say, honey, I done paid all the bills. I appreciate that, Kev. Yeah, keep practicing. Keep practicing. You know, we all want that. But guess what? And I try to, and I told you this in a group when we all sat down at, it was called, it wasn't PWR at the time. It was IUWA.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, it was the show for your brother.
Okay, After Effect, yeah.
And I remember this conversation. And I told y'all, wrestling is no different than any other sport. Mm-hmm. when you think about it, all these boys want to grow up and they want to be Jordan, they want to be LeBron, they want to be KD, they want to be Kobe. So every boy at some point got a basketball in their room, in their hand. The problem is, guess what? That's not just in your neighborhood. That's in your city, in your state, and in this country.
Yep.
And there's only so many slots in the NBA. Same thing in wrestling. There are only so many slots the WWE has, AEW, Impact, NWA. It's only so many. So everybody ain't gonna make it to the big dance. So you got to be realistic.
Yeah.
You know, so get your head out that fog. And sometimes that's man-made fog, if you understand what I'm saying. You get what I'm saying, right?
Yeah.
So, but yeah, we gonna have to talk about that. But that's after Kingdom Come. You know.
Hold on, see. What's up? Is that pizza, bro? I just text you. Don't eat all that pizza. You just got in here. Don't you eat it all.
Man, we better end this because you got a teenage boy.
Man,
and there's a whole pizza upstairs.
Nah, he better not. He gonna be in the ring.
Man, you gonna look up because I've been there. You turn around and guess what?
I had to say it because man, his voice deeper than mine, man. So, man,
dude, trust me, I've been there again with teenagers. Period. Dude, they will eat you out of house and home, and that's why I got to keep my wrestling bag on lockdown just so they don't try to eat that. You know, good Lord.
Yeah, I feel.
They be trying to eat everything. Hey, man, but I appreciate, as always, being allowed to come on and get my rant on again. Like I said, the Vince thing I'm only shocked because I thought, you know, I'd have been more of Vince McMahon has passed away, and I'd have been like, oh,
yeah,
wow, I'm sad.
Yeah.
You know, versus, you know, he's retired. What? Right. I thought those two words would, you know, Vince and retires never in the same sentence.
Right.
You know, like, no, that's not happening. But again, with all the allegations and scrutiny that's coming on right now, I'm not sure, but I believe I either read or I heard, even when it first broke news, that the stock had dropped. So, and that says a lot because the stockholders aren't happy if the stock drops. Exactly. If it maintains, they're okay because they're not losing money.
Yeah.
But when the stock drops, they're starting to lose money and they ain't happy.
Yeah.
So, and I want people to remember this, if nothing else. Vince elevated the game. Mm-hmm. Just like I talked about earlier. You know, so whether you like him, you hate him, you know, you part of the Kiss My Ass Club, whatever, you know, Vince did a lot for this business. Some of it good, a lot of it great, but there was a lot of it that was bad.
Yeah.
But the man did do a lot, you know, for the business. So people need to keep that in mind that, you know, there's just like there's good in people, there's bad in people, you know, but you shouldn't just throw people away because at the end of the day, we all human, you know, and, you know, he got to answer for that, you know. Mm-hmm. You know, first you got to answer to Linda, and you know, and where is Linda? Somebody out there answer that question. Where's Linda at? Anybody know? I'm curious, and if you don't know or you don't want to talk because Chris got to go, you can call me, you can email me, you can fax me. I'm that old. I got fax. No, I don't. I just that's the new question that's on my mind. Where's Linda? Yeah. Like. And I'm gonna be honest, dude. Like Linda wasn't a bad looking woman. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, I get that. You know, we all get old. You know, but Linda had a body. So, and you had. First of all, she had a body for the simple fact because some of them chicks didn't have no body when they came in, and when they left, they had bodies. Yeah. If you understand what I'm saying. So I'm sure Linda had some enhancements done. So so you had your own to play with. So but we ain't heard from Vince. I mean, we ain't heard from Linda. And I want to know. I said it, everyone is copying anyway. The new belt collector. Yes, yes, I am. I'm collecting belts and awards. Yes, bring them on. Bring them all on. The ARC. Yes. Look at that. Cam, no, Linda at one point was hot, bro. Linda was hot. But
maybe she's staying away from it because you know she was a politician. So maybe she's trying to stay away from it as much as possible, even though her last name is
McMahon.
But you get what I'm saying? Maybe.
I mean, if that's the case, then I totally get it and I understand, and you know, but if that's not the case, I mean, again, here's the thing. I know you personally, right? So I know you're married. Now, the average fan sees you at a show, doesn't necessarily know unless they watch the podcast, you know, that you're married. So everybody, like, they even had storylines, you know, but it's like, this is a serious allegation. And we do know that Stephanie is now co-CEO and Triple H is back of whatever the damn initials are, but head of talent relations.
EVP.
Thank God. We haven't heard from Shane. Oh, so you believe she filed for divorce? Well, again, still, is that true? I want it. And then if she filing for divorce, why are you divorcing them now? That leads it to another question. Why not? I'm sure you knew that money out your bank account, Linda, when you sat down and you was writing your check. So you go to beauty salon and get your hair done and your spa day on. And you knew what you started the day with ain't what was in there last night.
Yeah.
Linda.
Alice says Linda knew about all this. Don't let the smooth taste fool you.
That's what I'm saying. She knew. Linda knew. So I still want to hear from Linda. I want to hear from Linda McMahon herself. Now, before we go, Linda, if anybody shows you this, I can be your young boy toy. Just saying. You know, once you go black, you don't go back. So, hi, Linda.
I do believe that Linda knew about it too. You know,
of course.
That might be why she's not trying to say something. But like I said, everybody knows who you married to. So,
well, especially when you're in the public eye.
Yeah. So, You know, even if she is getting a divorce, I don't know. Maybe they were separated. Like I said, I don't know their personal life with it. Maybe they've been separated.
Yeah, maybe. But I'm just, I still just want to hear what Linda got to say, because at the end of the day, it's going to either come out. If this thing goes to court, it's either going to come out in federal trial or it's going to come out in divorce court.
Mm-hmm.
And the bad part is Vince better pray. Right now, Vince should be on the phone with Linda talking about, baby, please, baby, please.
Yeah.
Because these allegations, the judge is going to be like, you know how we always cracked up because Eddie Murphy said half?
Yeah.
Judge going to say 99.999. Once you go see. Say, Kev, I need you to write all my one-liners from now on, Kev. I need you to write all my stuff from now on. You know what, Kev? Copy and paste that and put that in my inbox. That is my next T-shirt. That is my next T-shirt.
I like that. That's kind of cool.
And you will get a cut of that. I'm dead serious too. All right, man, go feed yourself and your family, man. But I appreciate, again, the time on here. I feel like a Baptist preacher. Keep closing and don't sit down.
Man, it happens, bro. I'm a deacon, so trust me, I know. So I appreciate you. I appreciate everybody that's on. Like I said, I'm trying to do more open panels and stuff like that, because sometimes I'll have a topic, I'll talk about it for 10 minutes and be like, well, dang, there's something else I need to talk about because I don't want to talk about this no more. So, shout out to everybody. Shout out to you, Atlas. Martell's comment. He said tag me. I don't know if he wanted to get on. Shout out to Jamie. Shout out to Kel. Everybody that commented, I always say thank you. Shout out to everybody that's gonna watch this later, because they probably watching SmackDown, right?
They just started.
Yeah. So shout out to y'all who gonna watch it later. Make sure you subscribe. Kingdom Come, 8 days away. 8
days.
8 days away. We make a statement for pro wrestling and in Crown Point, Indiana. Hope to see you guys there. Once again, this is Chris Classic. Let's take it home.